So you did it. You went on that dopamine detox. You put away your phone, you sat in silence, you tried to get bored. And maybe it even worked for a day, maybe two. But if you're watching this, I'm guessing you realize that trying to fix your focus with just a dopamine detox is like trying to build a skyscraper with nothing but a single hammer. It's a start, it's a great tool, but it will never, ever be enough. I remember one night staring at my physics textbook. I had a huge exam the next day, but my phone was calling me. I told myself, just one video. 4 hours later, the sun was rising, and I hadn't turned a single page. That was my rock bottom. That's when I realized a simple detox wasn't the answer, and that I needed an entire architectural plan. Today, I'm giving you that plan. We're going to build an unbreakable fortress of focus, a system so powerful that studying will feel less like a chore and more like a conquest. And the most crucial part, the secret key to the whole fortress, we'll get to that at the end. Stick with me. First, let's talk about that boredom you were supposed to be cultivating. The idea is sound. Lower your stimulation baseline so that less intense activities, like reading, become appealing again. But sitting there just waiting for boredom to strike is a waste of a golden opportunity. We're not going to practice passive boredom. We're going to weaponize it. I call it active boredom, or productive meditation. That 15-minute window where you're not allowed to touch a device, that's now your mental gymnasium. Instead of just sitting there, you're going to take the topic you need to study and you're going to wrestle with it in your mind. No books, no notes, just you and the concept. Ask yourself questions. What is the absolute core of this idea? How are these two concepts connected? If I had to explain quantum physics to a 5-year-old, where would I even begin? At first, your brain will fight you. It will scream for a distraction. It will feel like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. But by forcing it to engage without a safety net, you're not just passing time, you're priming the pump. You're building mental muscle in the most challenging environment possible. This isn't just a detox, it's a pre-game warm-ups for your mind. Now that our mind is warmed up, we need to completely rewire its reward system. And this next technique, honestly, it felt like cheating when I first discovered it. It's so powerful that it can cut your study time in half, but only if you're brave enough to do it right, because it forces you to face what you don't know. The Pomodoro technique is a good starting point, but the real power isn't in the timer, it's in what you do with that time to make your brain beg for more. Let's be brutally honest. Checking a box on a to-do list provides a tiny, pathetic little blip of dopamine. We're not looking for drops. We're looking for a flood. And that flood comes from one place, the feeling of successful retrieval, the aha moment, that electric jolt when you pull a difficult answer from the depths of your own mind. That, my friend, is the high-grade, uncut dopamine we're after. To get it, you must shift from passively reviewing to actively recalling. After you read a chapter, close the book. Force yourself to write down or say out loud everything you can remember. It will be hard, but then when you open the book again to fill in those gaps, the new information will stick like super glue because your brain has already created a perfect empty slot for it. Want to take it to an insane level? Use the Feynman Technique. Pretend you're teaching the concept to someone else. Grab a whiteboard or just talk to your wall. Explain it simply. The moment you get stuck, the moment you have to say, wait a second, you found your weak spot. That feeling of frustration is the signal. Go back to the source material, understand that one specific point, and then come back and complete your explanation. The rush you get from closing that knowledge gap is more addictive than any social media notification, I promise you. But even with the best techniques, your focus will crumble if your environment is working against you. And after you've built these walls around your focus, we'll install that secret self-repair system I promised at the start, the one that makes the fortress truly indestructible, even when you're at your weakest. You can't win a war fighting on an open field surrounded by enemies. You need a fortress. You need to build a sanctuary of study. Your brain is a creature of habit and association. If you study on your bed, your brain associates that space with sleep. You must create a space, even if it's just one small corner of your room, that is used for one thing and one thing only: deep work. When you sit in that chair at that desk, your brain should know instinctively that it's game time. No phone in this sanctuary, ever. And this applies to your digital world too. Create a separate user profile on your computer just for studying. No games, no distracting bookmarks, a plain background. You are literally building walls, both physical and digital, to protect your focus from invaders. And now the secret I promised. The paradoxical key to building an unbreakable system of focus is to have a brilliant plan for when it inevitably breaks. It sounds crazy, but this is the one thing that separates the amateurs who give up from the pros who always get back on track. Because you will fail. There will be a day when your willpower is zero, when you're just exhausted and you'll spend 4 hours watching cat videos instead of studying. Every single productivity guru who pretends this doesn't happen is lying to you. In that moment, your brain has two paths. Path 1 is shame. I'm lazy, I'm useless. This path leads to giving up completely. Path 2 is the protocol. It's a simple two-step emergency plan you decide right now. Step 1, acknowledge without judgment. You say to yourself, okay, that happened. I went off the rails. I'm human. No guilt. Step 2, the 1 Pomodoro reset. You commit that tomorrow you will just do one 25-minute session. That's it. The goal isn't to catch up. The goal is simply to break the cycle of zero. This protocol is your safety net. It's the understanding that this isn't about being perfect, it's about being resilient. So forget the single hammer of a simple detox. You now have the blueprint. You will weaponize your boredom. You will create an addictive reward engine with active recall. You will build a sanctuary of study, and you will have an emergency protocol for the days it all falls apart. This is how you stop fighting your own brain and start working with it. Don't try to do it all at once. Pick one, just one of these ideas, and try it tomorrow. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to build first, your sanctuary or your reward engine. Subscribe, because what we're doing here isn't just about passing a class. It's about taking back control. We're not just hacking our focus, we're building our future, one block at a time.